I don't know. Um, I don't know.
Well, it's 9 now, so
Yeah. I pressed go live. We're live on Twitch. We're live on Twitch.
right.
Okay. Oh, there's a Dishonored that went live. Oh god, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Um,
Is this all an elaborate ruse to trick
oh,
me into
there's a
doing a Dishonored
Dishonored.
playthrough with you?
I don't know. I'll tell people in the other chat. When I said go live, this happened. I don't know what's happening. Please go to that link. Okay.
Yeah, I don't see you live on my YouTube thing.
Now I have to edit the title to badges. I'm never
Badges of
scheduling.
Bloodborne live on Twitch.
Well, now we're also live on YouTube, but it says it's Dishonored.
Gamers, can we get some poggers in the chat?
So what? What's happening? Wait, I'll change the description, and it's gonna be okay. I think. Okay, so I changed the I changed the description. I don't know what to do with this thing. How do I get rid of it?
I don't know what you're talking about. I can only hear you.
Cause now there's a thing that says we're waiting for me. Like, we have two streams basically. One is where we are, and the other one there's nothing, but it's saying that it's gonna start. I don't know how to get rid of the other one. Is that forever? Can I make it private?
Why didn't you test this beforehand?
Why are you being such a bully? I don't know. Well, I posted the link again on the other one. Please go here.
I'm just refreshing until it shows up.
Is this one... Yeah, this one's live. I think this one people can see.
I can't see it.
Wait. Am I? I'm so confused. No, okay, people can see. Okay, I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link.
Oh yeah, I can see it now. Yeah,
Okay.
that is a Bloodborne episode 1. It just took a while to show up in my...
Okay. So in the other one, I will edit the title to be like, please go to the link in the description. What?
It's the sidebar reborn.
Why not?
Because it's nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Reborn has everything to do with life. We have decided in episode 19, you would know that if you actually looked back at the episodes we did. We decided that Reborn is more lifelike than life. Okay.
Did we decide that, or was I just so broken by that point I was agreeing with it?
What is so... Oh my god, what is so bad about Reborn? Why? What, Lambo breaks you? Like, oh my god. Oh gee, I have to remember that we're live, okay? Compose, oh Jesus.
Yeah. You'll notice, everyone listening, that, there's no difference.
Oh gosh.
People think this is an act that we put on when we're live. No, this is just how she talks to me.
How she talks to me. This is what you sound like. Okay, so... I don't know. I mean... I don't know what's happening. Okay, well, people can... I guess people can hear us on one of them.
Yes, yeah, there are people...
Yeah, and then the other one, it's just... Oh no, my Windows made a sound. No, it's... Okay, and the other thing is still recording us, right? Yeah. I guess. I hope so. And we're also on Twitch. Okay, right. Okay. We'll get this working.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I put the link in the non-functional stream. I put the link to our functional stream. It should be okay. Okay, let's go back to the functional stream. Let's pop out chat. Hi everyone. Hope you're doing well. I don't know what to say. I was hoping this was gonna go more smoothly, but because Richie is bully and saboteur, we're having some technical difficulties. And the other thing is still up. I don't know how to get rid of it. I'll make it private.
We
That's
missed
what
the
I'll
very
do.
beginning of this stream, which was you you called for your boyfriend, and there was just this incredibly weary voice in the background saying, "What did you break this time?"
Okay, so I set the other thing on private so it shouldn't show up anymore.
Uh,
Um, Twitch chat. Let me pop out the Twitch chat. Um, oh gosh. Okay. Okay, so we have two chats now. Let me close this
Do you
and
want
this.
Do you want me to monitor one of them?
No, it's okay. I have both of them on my screen. You can if you want.
All right, I'll pop out YouTube chat. You can pop out Twitch chat, and we'll
Well,
make
I
it
still
work
have
together.
both. I'm used to this. I'm a pro. Okay. So on the screen, everybody sees badges and reborn, right?
yeah, that's what I say.
Okay. Excellent. And can you guys hear us well?
Well, people are saying I'm bullying you, so I think they can.
I'm glad everybody is
And that I should
here
apologize
to
to Reborn.
Yeah, okay. Yes, please do. Go.
I'm sorry to this narrative.
Reborn is a person.
Well, it's a person and a narrative. Am I apologizing to the series or the character?
Both.
I'm very sorry to the mafia assassin baby Reborn for becoming weary with watching 33 episodes of his series in a very short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry to everyone involved in the production of the anime adaptation of Reborn for the same thing.
Okay. I'll let Reborn know, but I'm sure he'll accept your apology. Okay. Can you turn the gain on your microphone up a little? Is that a possibility?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Because I'm not even screaming, but my waves are way more
How about that?
intense than yours.
Or is
So
that the same?
No, that's better. Can you turn up a little more?
Okay.
Yeah.
How about that?
Excellent. Thank you. Now
Okay.
it's more matching now. Good.
Good.
Yeah. Okay. So I need to get a Coke.
Jacob's saying that in reparations, I have to produce and direct a live-action Netflix remake of Reborn.
I agree. I totally agree.
There is that Reborn stage play that I found. That there's DVDs of it, but they cost like $200 each.
That's reasonable for Reborn content, I think.
And he's played by the woman who voices him in the anime.
Oh my
She like
god,
dresses
that is
as
so
him on
cute.
stage and makes me fine.
Oh my god! Oh, I love it. I love it. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm gonna go get a Coke. Okay, so now that we started, let's take a 2-minute break. Richie, do you need to do you need to get anything?
No, I did everything before we started.
Okay, so while I'm gone, please sing some elevator music to the chat. I'll be right back.
Jacob asking if we can get the script. We don't have the script, and if we did, it would be in Japanese. So I don't know how that would work. Yeah, Sin took a while to set up, so she didn't have time to get ready. I'm just going to look at the chat, I guess. So this is Sin's plan for a new series called Badges of Bloodborne, which she said we're going to do live, apparently. And she hasn't told me what badge it's going to be. So I just have the badges page of the wiki open. Yeah, Badges of Bloodborne. People seem to have liked the Runes of Bloodborne series. She keeps telling me this. I have no idea where she's getting this information from, but yeah, she wants to do one on the badges. And something that I think we're going to run into is that a lot of the badges are found in exactly the same place and by the same means as you find the runes. I sound more tinny than usual. Yeah, I don't know what I sound like because I'm talking to Sin like over another program. And like she couldn't get a good volume on me, so I've just turned the gain up. So this is probably not going to be very high quality audio. I sound defeated because I slept for like 4 hours. Oh, thank you, Dominic. It's the tail end of winter here, and it's become very cold. And my the room I'm in now has a chimney that's not been blocked up, so I've actually shoved a whole lot of cushions in the fireplace to try and stop the air coming out of it. And I'm sitting here with a blanket over my knees like an old person. Did I fix my window? The whole place is being renovated, so I have to wait. Like that'll be done at the same time as everything else. Oh yeah, questions about Australian Christmas. Yeah, we do get like the whole snow thing. Like we get like let it snow, and like baby it's cold outside and stuff, and like Santa in the full Santa regalia.
Hi, I'm
Even
back.
though it's like, hi, we're just talking about Australian Christmas.
Summer?
Yeah, how we have it in summer, but we still have all the winter themed everything.
Mm-hmm. Can you hear me okay? There's a lot of
Yeah,
interference.
I can hear you okay.
Huh.
I can hear like
Okay.
interference in the background, but I can
Stopped
make
now.
you out.
There was
Fine.
something
Okay.
weird there.
Yeah, we got a $2 donation while you were gone.
Woo! Thank you.
From Dominic Valentine.
Thank you, Dominic. Appreciate it. Okay, so.
Also, Dave's dog just had puppies.
Oh my god! Congrats! That's awesome. So how do we do this? It's like.
Don't you have an outline?
Right, okay. So we gotta say that we may not always be able to read the chat because we might be in the zone with our intellectual discussions. So sorry in advance about that. We're not ignoring you. What was I about to say? Okay, so let's start like we normally do. Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I need to open my laptop because I'm on the computer. Did you just sigh at me? I am very nervous, Richie. You're not helping the situation. Okay. Oh, because now we live in a semi-detached, right? And the neighbors are gonna think I'm like screaming at my boyfriend or something, so I should calm down. Okay.
Dominic just said I didn't like his rom-comic. I don't think I saw it.
Is it the one where Rom is like the spider in space?
Oh, I have a browser extension that stops me from going to Twitter too often on weekdays. So that's probably why I haven't seen it if it was there.
Oh. How's my pool? Oh, it's good. We went to get the water tested. They gave us some products, and now we're using the tablets to keep it clean. So it's awesome. Yeah, I moved, and it's cool. I'm very happy because it's like, it's a little house, but it's much bigger than our older place. So I'm very, very happy. And
yeah, that's why like we hadn't done much for the
Yeah.
last fortnight because the
Oh
sin
my
has just been
God.
moving.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
We're still like, I think we got all the essentials, but there's still like boxes to be unpacked and things to be like arranged, which we're gonna continue doing this weekend. Yeah, it's okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so I have my laptop. Let me just go to
Yeah.
Bloodborne-wiki, the one true wiki. To the badges page. Okay. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi, Richie.
Hi, Sin.
Hi, everyone. What are we doing here today?
Well, Cole, today we're looking at the Badges of Bloodborne, an exciting new series from the creators of Runes of Bloodborne. And I don't know what badge we're doing because you won't tell me.
Well, before doing the badges, there's a key component that we're missing at the moment.
The theme song?
What? No, it's gonna be up in my jam because this is part of the Snack Covenant. It's gonna be like Badges of Bloodborne episode 1, but it's gonna be like episode 100 something of the Snack Covenant, kinda like the Notes of Bloodborne.
Okay.
But there is an important component that we're still missing.
The outline?
The outline! But I feel like you could do this better than me. Could you sing the outline?
The outline!
Thank you, Richie. Okay, let's look at a badge as an example to see what our outline should be like, because it can't be like the notes, and it can't be like the runes. Let's take the Kindhurst badge. So we have a description of the badge. So the badges resemble the runes a little bit, right?
I was saying that while you were out, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That one of the issues with this concept is that a lot of the time you get the badge in the same manner that you get the rune. You just get them together. So.
Oh, look, my mom's calling.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. Привет, как дела? Мы сейчас дома. Did you sigh at me? Ничего, сейчас chilling. Да, мы поели. Все хорошо.
Also, yes, Dave, there are cut badges.
Да, у нас есть, да. Мы еще... да, мы сходили в магазин пару дней назад, и мы еще пойдем this weekend. Да, мы уже поели. Да, макароны с соусом, который ты дала. Окей. Окей, спасибо. Окей.
The chat is saying hi to your mum, by the way.
Okay. Я сейчас в бейсменте, а Крис гараж cleaning. Да. No, not the door again. Okay. No, it's okay. We have some. Almost. We just put it in the cooker. Okay. If you want, yeah, you can bring us food. We're always up for food. Okay, thanks. Love you. Bye. My mom might bring us some food. Okay.
Good.
I mean, I thought I could have muted the microphone, but then people wouldn't get the real experience of what it's like recording this podcast. So, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, this was for you guys.
Yeah. Dominic's asking us if there's any more plans to do stuff with Redgrave.
I don't know.
Well, like we talked to him like afterward, and maybe not another Bloodborne thing because I think we've basically covered everything we wanted to say. But like, he is into other games. He's very into Devil May Cry and Dota. So if we ever talked about those, we'd like bring him on to talk about that.
Mm.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if you saw, but Aegon on Twitter the other day said that like he wanted to go back to Bloodborne and do another like series on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if he's like seriously considering it or he just sort of like was idly thinking, but he might be, yeah. So if so, like we might like get the band back together.
Yay!
Yeah.
Why did you burp so loudly while talking, Richie?
I know. I'm very rude and inconsiderate, especially after I fielded that call from my mother and didn't mute the mic. After very unprofessionally leaving my phone on. Jacob asking if we'd ever covered Destiny. I've never played Destiny.
I played Destiny. I was really good in PvP in Destiny 1, and I would only use my knife, basically. Like the little knife that goes chop, 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 chop. And at some point, I chopped so much that, like, when you could do a little clip of your Destiny life, like, I sucked in everything, like, barely finished any raids, but then it's like I was top 5% of people who stabbed someone. I'm very proud of that.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all should do something with Vati. We did, though. Didn't you see?
We did, and fewer people watched it than watched us, like, unscriptedly discussing the lock shield for, like, an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is the thing that, like, the Redgrave episode is the one time that having someone people have heard of on, like, significantly helped it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else has been completely inverse. Mm-hmm. So, like, we have, like, Gary from Watch Out for Fireballs on to discuss a game that just came out, and it's like 20% as popular as the time you kept me up until 4 a.m. explaining how a statue worked.
What? Wait, what? What?
That was Sketchy Boss Arena.
Oh my god! Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get back on track, Richie.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I think people will be very impressed with the final result of this podcast. Okay. So, as we were saying...
Yeah.
The badges of Bloodborne are still missing one important element.
Any content at all?
No, bully. The outline.
I said the outline and then you got a phone call.
So, what we can do is use the outline we used for Runes of Bloodborne because the two are similar. So,
there's a couple of key differences.
Oh my god, I know! That's why we're gonna use...
Okay.
Oh my god, let me finish! Okay. So, we're gonna use the outline for the Runes of Bloodborne because they're similar, and we use it as a template and build on it.
Okay.
So I have it open right here. Do you have your outline open?
Not only you have the outline.
I'm pretty sure I sent it to
You're
you.
in
You're just
charge.
very unprofessional. Okay, so let's do save as, and this will be Badges of Bloodborne. Outline. Let us save it in our podcasting folder.
Okay.
So, first we will start with the name of the badge, right?
But which badge are we doing?
We're doing the outline. I'm looking at the runes outline and we're using it as a template.
So everyone's tuned in to watch you plan the podcast.
Everyone's tuned into you being an effing bully. Okay, so, in the rune's outline, it says describe the drawing on the rune and tell us what it represents. Badges have drawings, right?
Yes.
So essentially, we'll just replace the word rune with the word badge.
Yeah.
Then it says read the text in your best blank voice. That's a classic. We're gonna keep that. Okay, what does the rune do? What's its function or effect? So we'll say what does the badge do?
Yeah.
What is the location of the rune? What is the location of the badge?
Yeah.
Look at the text more closely. Okay, meaning of words, purpose. What does it say in Japanese?
Mhm.
Okay. And here it says what great one is associated with the rune. What are badges associated with?
They're associated with the messengers in the bath.
Mm-hmm.
Because every badge you get makes a different messenger appear.
So which messenger the rune is the badges?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
okay, which messenger?
I can feel this because I did the Bloodborne wiki what badge makes what messenger appear like research thing.
Excellent. So the badges are also associated with like a weapon or something?
Yeah, they all unlock different items and weapons.
Okay,
You
what
can talk about
items do the badges unlock? Which that should be toward
Okay.
the beginning, I guess, around the effect. What function and effect? What items do they unlock? And do badges usually belong to a person? Like the Kinehurst badge, for example, belongs to like I guess, or in the Kinehurst castle, and like
No, they
liquids-
belong to factions.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good one.
yeah.
And so, what item do they unlock, and what faction are they associated with?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we will work with this, and we will improve it as needed.
Yeah. Okay.
The bullet point isn't working properly. Come on, bruh. Okay. Excellent. Awesome. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So now, what badge should we go with?
You said it was a surprise and I wasn't allowed to choose.
You know what? Why don't we let the chat decide? Let's pay attention to the chat for 5 minutes because we haven't really been paying attention. Say hi, everyone. Hi. Hi, everyone. What badge would you like us to start with? Okay, Bob says Spark Hunter.
Yeah, we've got one for Firing Hammer.
Old Hunter.
We've got one. Everyone's picked a different one so far. Sword
Okay.
Hunter, Crow Hunter, Cosmic Eye. Okay, we got 3 in a row for the Cosmic Eye.
Oh.
So do you want to do
Oh,
that?
looks like we have a winner. Okay.
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 You know what? I think at this point we should just start over. And like, start fresh. Because it's been like 30 minutes and I don't want to have to edit this.
Oh
So
my
we will
god.
start fresh. Whatever, it'll go on
Why don't
Patreon.
you just cut the first half an hour
That's
out?
what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut the first
Okay.
half an hour out. It's gonna go on Patreon. And then from here is when the podcast starts.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna make
Jacob
a
asked you if
phone
you're going to make the phone call again.
Well, I could call my mom in the middle of it to say hi. Okay. Okay, ready?
All right. Yeah.
Hi, Richie.
Hi, Sin.
What are we doing here today?
Well, Sin, this is the first episode of Badges of Bloodborne.
Wait!
And
I forgot to say
What?
hi, everyone, because I'm thinking it's a cool new thing where it's like, hi, Richie, hi, Sin, hi, everyone. It's like how we do it now. Okay, you ready? Okay. Hi, Richie.
Hi, Sin.
Hi, everyone. What are we doing here today?
This is the first episode of an exciting new series, Badges of Bloodborne, from the creators of Runes of Bloodborne and notes of Sekiro.
Mm-hmm. And which... I want to say rune, it's not rune. Okay. And which badge are we talking about today?
Well, we're doing this live, and the chat have requested the Cosmic Eye Watcher badge.
Woo! Hype!
I believe you have an outline.
Do you want to know something interesting about the Cosmic Eye Watcher badge?
Well, I think that's the point of this podcast, but go on.
Well, the Cosmic Eye Watcher badge looks kind of like a necklace. And
Yeah.
before, like, talking to you, I guess, before we started to talk, I always assumed it was just a necklace and it was pretty and you could wear it. I didn't actually realize it was like a badge or that it had any like effect on the game.
A lot of them look like they do have like a loop through the top though.
That's true.
Like I think they're like I think badge might not be the right word for it. Like someone brought up in the chat earlier that like badge is like a police officer wears a badge to show their authority. They mean badge in that sense, not that it's actually like pinned to you. So I think it might be worn like on your belt or something.
Or it could be like, you know how the Healing Church has like a pendant they wear or whatever?
Yeah.
It could be something like that. It could actually be a pendant.
Well, I guess we'll talk about that when we get to the wheel hunter badge. But like members of the Healing Church do wear that around their neck.
Mm-hmm. So that means I was right all along.
Yeah.
Yet again.
You know who else wears a thing around their neck that we don't understand?
Okay, wait. Is it a boss?
No.
Is it an NPC?
Yes.
Is it Alfred?
No.
Is it Amelia? No, Amelia's
No.
not
He's
an
gonna
NPC.
go. He's gonna go through
Is
everyone in
it-
alphabetical order.
Is it Eileen?
Someone in chat's already got it.
Is it Ariana? I'm
Look
not
at the
looking at
chat.
the chat. Okay, well, I looked at the chat and now it's spoiled. Thanks a lot, Dave.
Yeah, Patches has. It's like a He's wearing a necklace and it's got like this weird design on it that looks like it's from the Nightmare Frontier.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing it's like that's his equivalent of a badge. He's wearing like something that signifies him as serving Amygdala.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. Where were we? I feel like we got off track. Okay, so the first part will be with the music, before the sound effect. And then did we start anything significant yet? I can't remember.
We picked the badge and then you said
God.
it looks like a necklace.
Okay, right. Okay, excellent. Thank you. All right, I'll cut that out. Okay.
Okay.
So as per the outline, let's start with the name of the badge.
Yes.
Go.
Cosmic Eye Watcher badge. Is that good enough?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Describe the drawing on the badge and tell us what it represents.
Well, the badge is shaped like an eye, and the pupil/iris area of the eye is like a map of the stars with all these like planets and like clouds of nebula and stuff in the background.
So it's the cosmos.
Yes.
The sky and the cosmos. Oh my god! Oh my god! Richie! Richie!
Yes.
As I said, the sky and the cosmos are one. The sky! Sky! Like I. Oh, my mom's here! Hi, mother! Okay. I'll be right back.
Oh my.
Oh, do you want to say hi to some friends I'm talking to?
No, thank you.
She said no, thank you.
Okay, why so many computers?
Oh, those are our computers.
And
This is my computer.
it's computer.
Yes, it's computer.
Okay, say bye to your friends until you see mom.
Okay. I'll be back soon. Meanwhile, Richie can
Okay.
sing more
okay.
elevator
I'll answer
tunes.
questions in the
Okay.
chat.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Also, yeah, this is what all the podcasts are like before they're edited. When am I fighting Redgrave? Never. I think we've settled our differences. Remember when I made lore videos? Yeah, that was a dark time in my life. I'm glad I'm out of there now. Do I know what the Nightmare Apostles are? Yeah, the Nightmare Apostle spider people are they're taken from a fighting fantasy book. I think we'll cover it at some point. But like, there is a Miyazaki cites a series of books called Fighting Fantasy as an inspiration for the Souls games. And one of those books it's called Out of the Pit, and in it's got like one of the monsters in it. Fighting fantasy books, they were like a cross between a choose your own adventure book and a single player like RPG. So it was like a choose your own adventure book, but also you had stats and an inventory you had to keep track of. And one of the monsters in one of the fighting fantasy books is called Spider-Man or Man Spider or something, but it looks exactly like Nightmare Apostles from Bloodborne. It's the same like bald human head with the necklace on attached to the spider body, and that makes a point in the book of saying that they are people who worshipped a demon and they were transformed into those spiders as a result of like the pact they made with the monster. And I think I talked about this a little bit when I was streaming and talking about removed character concepts, but like the spider people internally are called Devotee of Death and Darkness, and Murgo's wet nurse is called the Demon of Death and Darkness internally. So I'm guessing like the initial conception of those characters was that the spider people worshipped the demon, and that they were turned into those things by the demon, because that's how fighting fantasy works. Was fighting fantasy Japanese? No, fighting fantasy was actually British. It was by the people, several of the people anyway, who later went on to write Warhammer. And it still has a following. There's a couple of websites where they've converted the books to HTML, and you can kind of play them like they're a Twine game. And like, I think there's like some iPad, like iOS kind of like ports of the books. Yeah, Warlock of Firetop Mountain, that was the famous one. I think it was Ian Livingstone. And like, I think Brian Ansell may have been involved at some point, getting into like British RPG history with Richie. John asking if the Cosmic Eye Watcher badge unlocking the poison knife signals they're the ones experimenting. Yeah, we'll cover that, I guess, when Sin comes back. Oh, hey, Dalek Sex is here. Dalek is pointing out that the Sunlight Maggot is from Island of the Lizard King. I do not remember Island of the Lizard King, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's taken from there. There's a lot of fighting fantasy books. Why is it snowing in Canehurst? I don't know. My honest answer is like, the game cribs so heavily from Dracula that I'm pretty sure they just liked the aesthetic of a snowing castle. It's kind of like how Like in Dark Souls 2, it's always raining in Drang Lake and like it's always kind of dark in Darkroot Basin. Like there's just certain areas just always have like one time of day that because just for aesthetic reasons. Why is he red in the cutscene? I have no idea. For reference, what Dave's talking about there is like when you get kicked off the cliff by Patches, you're kicked off by it's one of the red ones that gets summoned by the Bell Maidens. It has that like shader effect applied to it, and I don't know why that is. Asking about the Stoker novel, when I say Dracula, like Bloodborne draws from specifically the 92 Dracula that Francis Ford Coppola did. It steals like just blatantly entire set pieces and character designs and things from that film. And in that, like, there's like a lot of snow toward the end. I haven't seen it for a long time, but like, yeah, Bram Stoker's. It's confusing because like it's a film, but it's called Bram Stoker's Dracula. But if you just say Bram Stoker's Dracula and don't specify, it sounds like you're talking about the novel. But yeah, like the design of like Queen Yharnam is taken directly from that film. The whole Kanos thing is taken from that film. When is Dalek going to be a podcast again? He wants to talk about Hideo Kojima's adventure games. We haven't got around to recording it yet. Do I think there'll be Dark Souls 4 or Bloodborne 2? The impression I get from like Elden Ring so far is that Elden Ring is kind of the successor to Dark Souls as far as Bandai Namco is concerned. So I think like they probably just want there to be multiple Elden Ring games if they want to keep the series going. Because you'd think like, I don't know. Because like I've said this before, but I get the impression that Dark Souls 3, the reason a lot of that was changed might have been because they didn't want the series to definitively end. But now that they've announced Elden Ring, which they've outright called the successor to Dark Souls, like Miyazaki called it that. So I'm guessing like Elden Ring is continuing, but it's not technically Dark Souls 4. I don't especially I don't want there to be a Bloodborne 2, but like I'm assuming that like there'll be another From Sony collab that'll kind of thematically continue it onward. So like there might be some like Sony From Dark RPG that comes out for the PS5, and then we'll discover like a couple of years later that it started off as like Bloodborne 2 / Demon Souls 3. Well, yeah, asking about like Elden Ring incorporating ideas, like, because they made a big deal in the trailer about George R.R. Martin is like helping create this thing. It's going to be different, but then they showed off that concept art of that boss that just looks like it's from Dark Souls. The like the giant with the hood over his face. Like if you showed me that, I just assumed that was like an early version of Yhorm or something like that. Oh yeah, Dark Souls was originally called Dark Ring. There's a very, very early like Japanese trailer that calls it Dark Ring, and then they changed it to Dark Souls later on. Why does Los Angeles get the hate? It's just like not a super interesting area, and like I think the end of Dark Souls, the last third is not terribly well thought of because because like the game is so long that by the time you get to the end, you're just sort of like, I want this to be over with. People bringing up like Lovecraft influences on Martin. I have never actually read anything by George R.R. Martin, and I've never seen Game of Thrones, so I don't know like what his influences are. But I know that like Miyazaki cites a vampire story he wrote called Fever Dream as like a big influence on him. So like I'm assuming it's not just Game of Thrones. People talking about season 8 not being great. I don't know, I haven't seen it, but like like my understanding is the reason season 8 was not well thought of is because they didn't have any books to adapt at that point, so they had to sort of like, I think they were given an outline but not actual events. Miyazaki apologized. I don't know if it was Miyazaki, but someone from apologized for Bed of Chaos, basically saying that like they had to rush it a bit and they weren't happy with it. Yeah, Bed of Chaos is like if you know like what was removed initially, Bed of Chaos was a totally different boss. It was the same model, but it was like the sort of the tree woman thing would like crawl around that arena, and she had someone riding on her, and then they just had to sort of like, oh shit, it wasn't working for some reason, and then that's why we ended up with this weird like puzzle thing that doesn't quite work. They changed to Dark Souls because Dark Ring is slang for anus. Like, possibly. I mean, we say they changed it because the name was slang, but the series still has like the Penetrator in it and Ceaseless Discharge. So, I don't know. Yeah. The Benioff and Weiss, I know that they're trying to move on to work on Star Wars now. And I don't know if they were trying to end it early or something. I don't know. I still haven't seen it. I've never seen it, but I've absorbed like roughly what happens and who is in it by osmosis. So now I don't feel like I have to.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm back.
Okay, good.
Good. Yeah, my mom's good because we moved and now we're like 5 minutes away from my parents by car. So
she'll be showing up even more in
Yes.
forthcoming episodes.
Yeah, if they're live, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So where were we?
Well,
Did
we were about
yeah.
45 minutes in, and we just you were talking about how the sky and the cosmos were one and sky and I rhyme.
Right, Richie, it came back to me. Okay. The sky. Sky. You can't have sky without I. And this is an I badge with the cosmos in it.
Yes. Yeah, and it says in the description the I signifies the very cosmos.
Okay, but do you get what I'm saying? It's like I is part of the word sky, like phonetically.
Phonetically, yeah.
Unless in ancient English it was spelled sky. Let's see. S-K-E-Y-E. Sky Home Facebook. Biography Sky. So sky is a word. Sky meaning. Think I'm onto something. Okay. Urban Dictionary says sky, S-K-E-Y-E, is to elevate one's mood or status to level of epic proportion. How does that tie in with the badge? Well, elevated. The sky, the cosmos is elevated.
Yep.
That is why it is the sky badge. Maybe it's a badge they like wore to parties and it means you're really, really cool.
Who would they have parties with in Upper Cathedral Ward? You want to know something?
Okay, yeah.
I was having this exact conversation, but seriously, with someone like a few days ago. Because she was writing like a fanfic about a choir member, and we were discussing like how the choir would socialize.
Well, you know how in the Upper Cathedral word something is burning or there's smoke? Right?
Yep.
Do you know why?
Why?
The roof is on fire. It all comes together.
Oh. Okay. So, yep, 50 minutes in, and the word sky.
Okay, so, we are describing the drawing on the badge and trying to see what it represents. What do we have?
It's a big eye with this cosmos in it.
Okay, Richie, you
And
interrupted me.
I
Richie,
know that I am breaking
Richie,
the outline.
You interrupted me.
Right.
You didn't let me finish my sentence. But now I don't remember what it was, so go on.
That
Actually,
I know that
start
I'm
from the
technically-
beginning of your sentence, so I can edit it
I
in
know.
as if you're answering
Okay.
my, I don't know, question. Okay, go.
I know that I'm technically breaking with the outline by saying this. But it does say in the description the eye
No, you stop
signifies
right
the
there!
cosmos.
No, Richie! God, we have an outline for a reason. Sometimes I let you break this, but this is not one of those times. So, as I was saying, just let me finish a freaking sentence. Okay. So, to continue describing the drawing on the badge and what it represents. So far we have that it's the eye and the
Yes.
pupil or the iris look like the cosmos.
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to tell us about the badge and its appearance?
That's also what the black sky eye looks like, because that is an eyeball with the cosmos in it.
I don't know if we can talk about the black sky eye just yet, can we? Okay, fine, we can.
Not
yeah.
a badge.
Yeah. No, but I mean, yeah, I guess it's a connection. Yeah, say that again, please, in a full sentence.
Certainly. The imagery of an eye with the iris and pupil forming a portal to the cosmos is similar to the black sky eye, an item you find in the past version of Where the Choir Are.
Thank you, Richie. So, it looks like the Oh, another thing. What material is the badge made out of? Okay, I just thought of that one.
Yeah, well, it looks
wait,
like...
Let me... Wait, let me... Badge made of... Okay.
I'm pretty sure the answer to all of them is metal.
So,
Except, like, 3.
So, Richie, what material is the badge made out of?
Well, the eye part looks like it's metal, but then the center swirling cosmos thing, I don't know if that's like meant to be an image or if it's meant to be like an actual sort of swirling like crystal thing. You can't tell.
I'll be honest, I wasn't actually paying attention. My mind wandered off, and then after
Yeah.
you finished talking, it just went,
Lots of people in the chat asking if I get paid for this.
Well, yeah. Patreon.
Not as much as they seem to think.
If you'd like to help Richie get through
Yes.
this with more snacks, patreon.com/SinclairLore.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so could you please say again what you said when I spaced out?
That the outer part of the badge is like some sort of metal. But then the center thing, the eye, the like swirling cosmos design, that could be just an image. But it could also be like an actual sort of swirling design. Like it could be something like crystal, like a mirror that you look through it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, someone in chat just said Richie has a PhD. He doesn't need the money. You have no. That's the opposite of how things work.
Yeah.
Yeah, once you have a PhD, you are unemployable. Anyway,
Aw.
it kind of looks it looks to me like a cheap like mood ring you would get at like a dollar store.
I had one of those when I was younger.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm having a thought in my head, but it's not formed yet. It's like foggy and it's coming together slowly.
You're like Adeline.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
it. Something about the parties, the roof being on fire, the mood rings, like it's something is forming. I don't know what,
Yeah.
but something is.
My guide, I see your voice.
Okay. And on the badge there are these drawings. Or
Which
like
part of the badge?
on the metal part, it's like they're either runes. Sorry, they're either.
Oh yeah, it's like
runes or
a swirling
something.
design. Yeah, yeah.
Is does that mean anything specific?
It's just a swirly design. Actually, looking at it now, the top part where the loop goes, that looks like it was added later on and not very well. Like it's sort of off center slightly, and it's not as sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what this is? Okay, so sometimes when you shop online at American Eagle, they have shirts that look like they've been photoshopped on the model or whatever. Or sometimes when
Yeah.
you shop online wherever, they look like they have shirts that have been photoshopped on models badly, or
Yeah,
like the
they
color.
probably, yeah.
So
Yeah.
what this is this is somebody's Etsy store or something.
Right.
Yeah, so basically somebody was selling this badge on their Etsy store and it wasn't complete, so they photoshopped the last component in, but once you order it and get it, the actual last component is okay. It's just they didn't have time to rephotograph it. I will cut this entire part out. I'm
Or just the
slightly,
whole like last 57 minutes.
I think so. Yeah. I will make this private after it is done. This was not a good idea, Richie. I actually feel a little embarrassed. What am I saying? Because usually nobody hears this. I just cut it out and it doesn't even go on Patreon. Okay.
People seem to be enjoying it.
Okay. We're doing it live! Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Jacob says this is one of his favorite episodes already.
Thank you, Jacob. Okay, so I think we did the point one. Describe the badge, tell us what it represents, and what material it's made of. Okay. The next one is... Okay, Richard, don't listen. I will ask the chat to suggest something.
Okay.
Okay, chat. What voice would you like Richie to read this in? The description. I'm gonna ask Richard to read it in a voice. What voice? Okay, you guys are gonna have to agree on one. there's a Sinclair, there's Goofy, there's... What? Yorshka, it's going up fast. Gurman. Oedo. How about one we've never done before? Yeah, we've done
Well, I don't
Ocho.
seem to have a choice in the matter, so okay.
Well, do you ever have the choice in the matter? I just tell you. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, I got it.
Okay,
Richie?
okay. Yes.
Could you please read the description in your best
Yeah.
Vati voice?
Very sad badge of a member of the choir, sad elites of the tragic healing church. The sad eye signifies the sad cosmos, and is probably crying. The choir, who are sad and tragic, stumbled upon a very sad epiphany. Sadly and quite by accident, brackets tragic. Here we stand, feet planted in the earth, feeling sad. But might the tragic and sad cosmos be above us? Also, Solaire is the firstborn.
Thank you, Richie. Okay, why is it that I ask you to read it, then ask the function, then ask some other stuff, and then we go through it word by word? feel
I have
like-
no control over the outline.
I feel like I'm sure there was a reason, so let's just follow the outline. Okay. Thank you, Richie. Now, what does the badge do? What's its function and effect?
Like every single badge in the game, its function is that it unlocks things from the bath in the Hunter's Dream. They all do this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why this is a question, because the answer is going to be the same every single time.
Okay, but thank you, Richie. But I think this question is more like, does it have an effect on your like stamina or health or like?
None of them do. All they do is unlock things.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but that's still important information. Because you would expect the badges to have some sort of an effect, since they're so prominent in the game, but they don't. So, you know, like in science, no result is still
Yeah.
a result, so that's good. Thank you, Richie.
Yeah,
Do you hear this?
yeah, I did. I don't know what it was.
Is this the saxophone?
It sounds like someone's put a tissue on a comb and they're blowing into it, so it goes.
Oh, it might be like a lawnmower?
Where is this coming from? It's
Outside?
just someone outside the window with a saxophone.
I don't know.
You moved to the jazz district. Is it a winter lantern that plays the saxophone? Oh no, she's gone. Oh, she's back now.
Yeah, I was just coughing and dying. I'm okay. Okay.
Okay,
Okay, wait, let me cough some more.
okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so... Maybe we can... I wonder if we'll have to address this every episode, that badges don't have an effect. Or do we just address
We
it
could
once
just
here?
leave it out! Because
Okay.
one of the things you've got on the outline is
Yeah.
what does it unlock? That's the effect the badge has.
Okay, you don't have to raise your voice at me, sir. Jesus, have some patience. Okay. So now, basically, in the podcast, it's gonna be like you read it in your best Vati voice, and then we jump to right here. Okay. Okay. Richie,
Yes.
what item does this badge unlock?
The Cosmic Eye Watcher badge unlocks Beast Blood pellets, blue elixirs, poison knives, the Rosmarinus, sedatives, and twin bloodstone shards.
Why?
Because those are all things connected with the choir and the elites of the Healing Church.
Thank you, Richie.
Do you want to talk about, like, why some of that is significant?
An idea is forming in my head. I know I might be getting a little ahead of myself, but Items of Bloodborne, a new series. What do you think? What's happening? Are you clapping because you love my idea?
We'll discuss it later.
Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, talk about... Can you please stop? Okay. Okay. Richie,
Yes.
can you please tell us why some of the items are significant?
The most significant item that it unlocks is the Beast Blood pellet.
Mm-hmm.
Because the game is kind of cagey about, like, where Beast Blood pellets come from. Because you find them, like, on corpses, and you get them from the beggar and everything. But it's not really clear where they're coming from, and it says, like, the Healing Church banned them because of their unclear origin. So what happens is when you get the Cosmic Eye Watcher badge, suddenly you get the ability to buy Beast Blood pellets. Which is, like, it's hinted at in other places, but this is like the confirmation that, yeah, the Healing Church are the source of the Beast Blood pellets, and that's they further do that in the DLC, because you can find a room in the research hall where they're explicitly like making them. But prior to that, this was like the big, like, okay, it's explicitly coming from them.
Right.
Yeah. So all those places you find Beast Blood, that's because the Healing Church have been, like, seeding it there through those guys dressed as the beggars.
And we actually have a podcast on beasts.
Pellets of Bloodborne.
No, we have a podcast on... I'm trying to remember the name. There's the Beast Runes that we did recently that talks about this, maybe. There's also a podcast where we talk about, like, beasthood and what it means. That's one of the classics, I think.
Classics.
And, we also have a podcast on the choir, which we actually did with Smoketown.
Smoketown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you think it'd be somewhat redundant to do a podcast on the choir and then later on do a podcast on the badge the choir wears. Because surely everything was already covered. But
Everything was already covered. Mr. Gently donated $5 and said you can't
thank you,
leave...
Mr. Gently.
Yeah, thank you, but they said you can't leave it out. That would be against the outline. You have to be more specific.
That's true.
What can't we leave out? I'm cutting a lot of this, so...
I think what the effect of the badge is.
Alright, so, but we have to do that again. Because I don't know, it's, I feel like live, this is actually going worse than not live. Okay, let me just ask you now, and I'll insert it wherever. Excuse me. Okay, Richie,
Yes.
what does the badge do? What function or effect does it have?
Nothing.
Thank you. Okay.
Do you want to just... You can clip that out and you can use that in every episode. So we just never have to... Because it's the same every time.
Okay. Or maybe you can do you know how you do your trailer voice? Maybe your trailer voice should tell us.
No, just go and pester the Honest Trailers guy. Because, I mean, you pestered Vardy to show up. I'm sure Honest Trailers guy would also do it. I've heard him narrate other videos.
Oh yeah? Okay.
Yeah,
Alright. Thank you, Richie.
yeah.
Now, what faction is the... Okay. Excuse me. Okay. What faction is the Cosmic Eye Watcher badge associated with?
Well, I think it's the choir.
Why?
Because it says badge of a member of the choir, and you find it where the choir are, and it unlocks things associated with the choir.
When your character wears the badge, are they invited to a really cool party?
Well, that messenger shows up, and it's like clapping.
Oh my god, do you think the messenger is trying to invite us somewhere?
Yeah, it's inviting us to the bath.
Oh my god, really? But we won't fit, we're too big.
But haven't you noticed that, like, all their animations are them, like, beckoning you toward the bath, or, like, rubbing their hands together, like, gonna get some blood echoes?
Oh, I don't know, maybe maybe I did, but I don't remember right now. That is really cute. Okay, Richie.
Do you think in the Bloodborne universe they have messenger memes in the same way that we have Minions memes?
Like?
Like in Yarnum's version of Facebook, or like the boomers are sharing like a confused messenger with a caption about like gun control.
Maybe. I'm trying to remember. I had a question before you made your meme comment. Give me a sec. I'm gonna dig deep in my brain.
I hope this gives people like a new appreciation of you,
Yeah?
knowing that all the podcasts are like this before you edit them.
Aw. Yeah.
Showing how much you have to deal with all of this. But at the same time, it's largely self-inflicted.
Okay. Richie,
Yes.
so a messenger appears when we wear a badge? No.
Yes.
Wait, no, you have to purchase. Okay, well, how? We forgot a very important question on the outline. How do you get a badge?
It's on a corpse in Upper Cathedral Ward. It's in like a corridor off to the side of the building. There's a brain sucker hanging around. Presumably the brain sucker killed the person, and that's why the corpse is there.
So, how do we get the badge? You didn't
You
answer
go
the
up to
actual
the corpse
question.
and you press the button.
Okay, okay, stop. It's actually on the outline. I'm stupid. Okay. Richie,
Yes.
what is the location of the badge? Where is it? How do we find it? And who has it?
The badge is found on a corpse in Upper Cathedral Ward. It's on the door. It's on. It's in a little hallway off to the side of the large kind of atrium area that connects to like out the front of Upper Cathedral Ward, but you need the orphanage key to open it. It's where the chandelier is, and there's the scourge beast hanging from the chandelier.
Mm-hmm. So, sorry. Who did the badge belong to before we took it?
Presumably the dead person that you find it on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's possible that it was dropped, but I think it is supposed to be that person's badge.
And how many of these badges do you find around?
Exactly one, like all the badges.
So, does it mean a few members of the choir have a badge each and you just don't find them? Or is there only
I think
one?
it's that, yeah.
Well,
Oh, it says it's the badge of a member of the choir, so presumably they all had it.
what if he's the only one that had it?
Yeah, that's why he was killed. The brainsucker was jealous.
Yeah, maybe. So the brain sucker is where that body is, right?
Yes, yes.
So yeah, maybe he did kill him for the badge.
Another Inspector Sinclair mystery. Hmm.
Okay, thank you. And you said so. Okay, so you pick up the badge,
Yes.
and then you go to the hunter's dream,
Yes.
and that's when a messenger appears in the bath.
Yes.
Which bath?
The one that you buy, like, everything with echoes from.
Hmm.
The one that doesn't use insight.
Okay.
The only one that messengers, like, change in.
Because there are multiple baths. There's a hidden one, you know, in the corner. You know what I mean? The one that's hidden. I think you
How
can
hidden
change.
is it?
I think it's the one that's like where Gurman sleeps or something.
Oh, the stump.
Oh, yeah. So does anything
Yeah.
happen to the stump when you get the badge?
No.
So it's just this one specific place.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Richie. So,
Do you want to talk about the exact messenger it adds?
well, my next question was, who is the exact messenger that it adds, and what's the name of the exact messenger it adds?
Well, it adds a messenger at the very back of the bath
Mm-hmm.
who is, like, on the same as, like, directly behind, like, the default messenger that's there that's, like, rubbing his hands together.
Mm-hmm.
The messenger it adds is directly behind that messenger, and they're clapping. They're, like, clapping. They have their hands above their head, and they're clapping, like, hey, come over here. We've got beast blood and poison knives.
Mm-hmm. Maybe it's clapping because it's our Reborn podcast, and it's like, good job, Richie. That's the best thing ever.
It's possible.
Yay.
Let's ask Miyazaki. His response is bracket, laughs, close bracket. That's one possible interpretation, but I would like players to figure it out for themselves. Laughs. When players enjoy my games, it makes me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. Thank you, Richie. What is the name of that messenger?
Greg.
Okay. What are some of Greg's hobbies?
Hanging around in a bath.
Mm-hmm. What's Greg's favorite Netflix original?
The live action Reborn. Coming 2020.
What does Greg sound like?
This isn't part of the outline.
You knew it was coming, Richie. What does Greg sound like?
Hey, get over here!
I think Greg just became part of the Snack Covenant family. Can anyone in the chat name all of the members of the Snack Covenant family?
While they're naming them, why don't you move to the next point on the outline?
Okay.
I feel like I am like landing a spaceship. This is how complicated it is to just get this thing to go smoothly.
Mhm.
This is like landing Apollo 11's module.
Okay, sorry, I have to text my sister real quick.
What?
My sister, I have to see if she got her Amazon package. Because I ordered it for her and she was supposed to get it. But if they didn't deliver, we gotta file a complaint.
The people in the chat are remembering members of the Snack Covenant family I had forgotten existed.
Oh my god, I'll check it out. That's so cool.
Oh.
Maybe I should call and ask her. Oh, okay, so... I don't think Gale is part of the Snack Covenant. I don't think Gale is part of the Snack... I can't speak! I keep like trying to make Snack Covenant family and Gale into one word. Yeah, but I don't think Gale is part of a Snack Covenant family because he's like Dark Souls. But yeah, Ibruitus, Spark Hunter... King Allen! I don't know, King Allen is also a thing. Okay, I'm gonna make a quick phone call.
Alright.
Let's see.
Several people asking me how common it is for you to make phone calls during recordings.
It happened a few times. Depends on... Okay. Oh, she's not home.
Okay. Oh.
Let me ask my mom.
Do you want me to just answer questions in chat?
Yeah, please.
Okay. I will answer questions in chat until Sin is finished talking to her mum. Do I secretly love this? This is just what we talk like normally. I'm only like slightly frazzled because I'm aware that other people are watching this, and I'm trying to get it to like stick to landing. Am I okay? I am. I didn't get very much sleep. I thought this would go for like 90 minutes maximum. We are almost at 90 minutes, and we're nowhere near even approaching the end. What do I do outside of podcasting? I am like an academic who is no longer attached to a university. So I am currently doing a teaching course. So I can then go and teach at a teach somewhere rather than being attached as a researcher. Willem's rap album. If you are interested in Willem's beatboxing, I know that
Hi.
Lance is... Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, someone brought up Willem's beatboxing.
That's
I was saying, like, the next Lance video, hopefully, if it gets working, will be the removed Willem boss.
awesome.
Stormstriver asking what field I'm in. I'm in social science.
Excuse me. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're almost done. Do you have to go?
You asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Do
Or-
you have to go? Do we wrap it up fast, or do we take 5 more hours?
Well, I think we're like past the point where you can reasonably be like, "Am I wasting your time?"
Oh my god, what a bully!
We're 85 minutes in, and we are still discussing like what messenger appears in the bath.
It's Gregory. We're past that. Okay.
Okay.
Now what? Okay. Okay. So now it's time to look at the. Okay. So now it's time to look at the text more closely. Could you read the first line?
Badge of a member of the choir, elites of the Healing Church.
What does that tell us?
Well, it tells us that this badge belongs to a member of the choir, and that was probably the person we got the badge from, in case anyone's forgotten that we brought that up earlier.
Mhm.
And they're the elites of the Healing Church.
Thank you. The eye signifies the very cosmos. What does that mean?
Well, you know how it is shaped like an eye, and the middle of the eye is space.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's only the cosmos.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in the eye.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's getting at the idea of like the cosmos is like it doesn't literally mean outer space. It's like the sort of the world of like things outside of human comprehension. The idea being that like it's not necessarily like a physical place. It's like within you. If you like train yourself and your eyes can like look inward, you can see the cosmos. Like gaining insight, you can see the cosmos.
Mm-hmm. So, do you think this badge is like it's purely aesthetic, or like can it open a portal, or is this a portal, or like is there some mysticism to it?
Well, no, we were saying that like we don't actually know what the middle of it is.
Okay.
Because like the black sky eye, you can see inside that there is like a cosmos pattern. And within like a call beyond, there's like a cosmos pattern in the slug. And presumably those are actually like these weird swirling vortexes that you can see like space through. But with this badge, like we don't know, that might just be a design. It might actually be a star map. That would make more sense. Because the choir are astrologers / astronomers. So like if their badge had a map of like a star map on it, that would make sense.
Oh my god, Richie, you know what?
What?
We don't know what's on the other side of the badge, right? So it could be that
If only this were Derasiner.
So it could be like it's the other side is not metal, but it's like it looks the same as on this side, you know? So
Yeah.
in that case, you just gave me a visual. What if you put the badge on like a flashlight and then it's like a virtual map that appears? You know what I mean? Like in Iron Man or whatever, when he has those 3D virtual setups.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Could you read the next sentence?
The choir stumbled upon an epiphany very suddenly and quite by accident.
What does that mean?
Well, it tells you in the next sentence what it means.
Okay, can you read the next sentence?
Here we stand, feet planted in the earth, but might the cosmos be very near to us, only just above our heads?
So, the epiphany is the next sentence?
Yes, that's the epiphany. The sky and the cosmos are one is the epiphany.
Okay. Okay. And if you're curious about the sky and the cosmos are one, we have a podcast on that note.
Yep.
Okay. Here we stand, feet planted in the earth. But might the cosmos be very near us, only just above our heads? What does that mean?
Yep. It's the choir's whole... Is that your phone?
Yes. The choir is calling me.
They're telling you to hurry up.
They're like, we finished Bloodborne, a new game plus 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 plus, and you're still not done with this one badge.
So the idea behind the choir is that they are astronomers / astrologers. And what they realized is that accessing the... This is why, like, cosmos is like a weird... Like, I don't know how you would write it, but like I spoke to Mai about it. And she's like, it says Star World. But when it says Star World, it doesn't mean like a physical world in the stars. It's like if you described like the natural world or the spirit world. That's the way it's writing it. It's like the star world. Like there's like things that are related to stars, things that are like beyond our grasp. So what the choir are doing is they're saying like the way that we tune into like the great cosmos that is also the great sea that the great ones dwell in, that like leads to east and everything, and the nightmares and everything are all connected to this. The way that we tune ourselves into it is that we look at the sky, we look at the patterns of the stars and the planets that we can see above us, and we focus on those, and that's how we'll kind of tune ourselves into the world of the stars and the world of like the great ones. And that ends up like that's what happens, because the whole deal is okay, this is all related to the red moon. So like they're right, like the red moon, the weird shit that goes on in the sky is what allows you to commune with the great ones. Yeah. So what they're doing is they're like tuning themselves into that, and that's why like when you go to Upper Cathedral Ward, there's that corpse that's doing make contact, because it's trying to make contact with the sky. And it's why they're near the astral clock, because that's like a astrological clock that's presumably keeping track of all the different constellations in the sky. And that's why they don't want Rom defeated, because they know that Rom is holding back the red moon. And if they know that because they're so attuned to the sky, that they know that the red moon will screw everything up if it's ever summoned.
Thank you, Richie.
And if you'd like to hear me explain that exact same thing, there's about 5 other ones where we go over this exact same point.
You know what I'm thinking? I just had a vision. Looking at the...
Sin stumbled upon an epiphany very suddenly and quite by accident.
Because if you look at the badge and you look at the items, it seems like the items can be used to clean the badge. You know? Because, like, for example...
No!
Yeah, because, for example...
No, I don't...
Listen to me! Don't be bully, listen! Like, if you have a stainless steel appliance, you can't just wash it with anything. You have to have, like, a special cloth, and you have to have a special spray. You know what I mean?
There's got to be an easier way.
There is actually. Do you know?
Introducing Tarnoff.
The easier way is you can actually get a special coat of something on the appliance, and so then you can just wipe, like, the fingerprints off with a cloth. But anyway... So, like, for example...
So is it worth pointing out that this may be because you just moved house and bought some stainless steel appliances?
Maybe. So, think about it. Like, the, this thing that I'm looking at, like,
No
two-
one can see it!
two of the things I'm looking at have like a cloth, you know, like the beast palette, and I forget the name of the other thing. You know?
Okay, but the beast pellet and the bloodstone shards,
Yeah,
the cloth would be covered in horrible congealed blood.
Doesn't matter. Like you take the cloth.
You would make
and...
it worse by trying to clean something with that.
No, Richie, because at this point, I have a washer and a dryer, which I didn't have before. So I had to do my
Yep.
laundry in the creepy basement. And if I brought in blood-soaked rags, it would have looked creepy. But here I can do it. It's in my house. So, okay, you wash the cloth, whatever. And what you do is first you have to use the, I guess, the red concoction. Yeah, you dip it in the red concoction, and then you wipe it off with one cloth. You dip it in the blue one, you wipe it off with the other cloth. Then you know how there are these like drawings and like spaces? Like if there is any dirt stuck there, you have to, I guess before dipping in, you have to like take that dirt away from those places with the little knife. Yeah, you clean it up first, then you dip it into concoctions, then you like wipe it off with each rag after each dip, and finally, once it's like clean, you spray it with the rosmarinus to give it the extra coat of protection.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
What's next on the outline?
Well, next on the outline is nothing. I think that's it.
What?
Yeah, the last thing is... Oh no, there is one more thing. Sorry, my bad. Richie,
Yes.
what does it say in Japanese?
I don't know. I don't have it with me.
Well, get it.
Oh my god. Okay.
Thank you.
You know, we just discussed the whole, like, where I talked to Mai about what, like, Star World means and everything.
But we didn't read the whole description in Japanese.
But neither of us speak Japanese. It's going to be a slight problem.
But you always give me the descriptions in Japanese.
Alright. This one is slightly harder to navigate because I only have the dialogue, not the cosmic eye. Here we go.
Meanwhile, I have some trivia for the chat. What was the first podcast Richie and I ever recorded?
It's Queen of Lothric. People got it.
Yay, good job.
Okay, so it says proof of a member of the choir of the medical church. So, like, it says proof. That's a thing that you see a lot in the Final Fantasy games. If there'll be like this is pre achievements existing. There would be like a super boss, and when you beat it, it would just give you an item called like proof, with like the proof of like defeating Omega Weapon, or like proof of defeating Shinryu or something. So that's sort of, I think that's what it's getting at. Like they call them badges, but it's more like this is like a symbol that you can do this thing. It's like a symbol of the choir. And it says like the eye is the eye is the universe. Yeah, it's just like the realization of the choir came suddenly, just above our head. We are on the ground just above our head. Is that where the universe is? So there you go.
Guess which movie did I have a flashback to as you were saying that?
The one where you were like, there was a detective in it. He had a pen. Why don't you remember?
What?
And it went for like half an hour.
What?
We were streaming, and you said like, I just remember a movie. What was it? I don't remember, but there was a detective in it.
Really?
And then there was like a really long pause, and you were like, he had a pen.
A pen?
Yeah, and you were like, you thought that would be like, oh, that one.
Even I don't know. What? Are you sure it was me?
Yes. I think you may have been drinking.
Okay. No, Richie, you can get this. You were talking about the galaxy, weren't you? Or
What,
did I
Star
imagine-
Wars?
No. Did you say the word galaxy, or did I just imagine it?
I think you imagined it.
Okay, you said okay. You said something, and it made me think of the word galaxy, and then it made me have a flashback to one of my favorite movies ever.
What, Guardians of the Galaxy?
No,
Galaxy Quest.
no. Think more like I think and 90s.
Cuffs?
Well, that is one of my favorite movies, yes, but that's not what I'm thinking.
I don't know.
How? Okay. Galaxy, but also the badge is a necklace.
I don't know.
Galaxy, necklace, cat.
Men in Black?
Yes!
Okay, that was Doom Kitty. Doom Kitty got it.
Oh, and what quote am I thinking of?
I don't know, I haven't seen Men in Black for like 20 years.
But it's the quote that, like, is the point of the entire movie.
I don't remember any quotes from Men in Black. I thought, oh, is that the one where Will Smith goes, "Welcome to Earth," and punches an alien, but that was Independence Day.
The galaxy is on Orion's belt. Remember that?
I don't remember that at all. No, I don't.
Okay, we'll have to watch Men in Black, and then we'll have to have commentary like we done Reborn.
Men in Black.
Do 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 do.
Men in Black is a 1997 American science fiction film. So I have not seen Men in Black for 22 years.
Mhm.
So forgive me for not remembering that line.
Well, other people seem to have remembered.
Yep. Well, they're true Men in Black fans.
Oh, right! Jacob pointed out I sang the wrong song. But it's okay, I love that song. Yeah, Cops with Christian Slater, because back in the Union, I had it on VHS, and I would watch it over and over again, and I really liked that movie as a kid. I don't remember most of it. I remember that a turkey kept getting crushed, and he like really wanted to eat it, but he couldn't because it kept getting crushed or shot. It was sad. Did you read it in Japanese?
Yes!
Okay, good. Thank you, Richie. I guess that's it.
I feel like we didn't even discuss anything.
I feel like this badge didn't have a lot of mystery to it, you know? It was pretty straightforward. Is there anything... Oh, well, how about this? Is there any cut content associated with the badge?
The only badge with cut content is one where like the whole badge was cut.
Okay. Oh, we'll keep that for the end. That's gonna be like the last episode we do.
Oh my god, hang on, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
There's only
6,
11.
7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, okay. So that's only another 20 hours.
Yeah. And I posted episode 20 of Reborn. So, oh my god, only 13 more episodes until we're done with season 1. Well, we're done, but until people see it. Yay! Are you hyped? Are you hyped?
The thing about right, I need to get this out there when we talk about Reborn.
Okay.
Okay. People think that the Reborn thing is recorded like a few days before it comes out. No. The Reborn thing was all recorded in the space of like a week and a half, where we just marathoned the whole series. And this was in like February?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't remember anything that happened in it.
It's okay, I remember
It
because
is
I edited them,
completely-
so I'll
It
remind
has
you.
completely left. Yeah, we saw it all. It has completely left my brain. I don't remember any of it.
Well, I told you we have to watch season 2, and you were like, no, not until you finish releasing all this season 1, because I knew this would happen. So this is your own doing.
Yeah.
That means we have to watch season 1 again.
Because it's worth pointing out how many. There's over 200 episodes of Reborn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And?
How?
Exactly. Thank you.
I feel like it pretty much ended at season 1. I don't know what else they can do with
Oh,
it.
here goes Richie bullying Reborn again.
Isn't Reborn over? Like, does it even matter what I say about it at this point?
It's never over in my heart. Okay. Thank you, Richie.
Do you want to hear Sin's review of Fooly Cooley?
Okay, yes. I don't remember when I
Everyone,
reviewed it. Okay.
everyone is tired and depressed except the girl who is annoying.
Did I say that?
That was your review of episode 1 of a 6-episode series. You're like, I'm not watching the rest of this. But oh, Reborn, yeah.
It's true, I haven't
How many
watched it
episodes
since.
are left? 205? Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like one of the reasons I liked anime growing up is that they tended to release like short OVA things where the whole show would be like 3 episodes or 4 episodes, and then that would be the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
And Reborn is like, I know it's not as bad as One Piece, which is I think into the thousands at this point, but I'm not used to anime series going for this long.
Mm-hmm. But it's not long, it passes really fast because it's awesome. Okay. So I think that's it for the badges.
Apparently One Piece is at episode 900.
Cool. So let me ask everyone their opinion on this. Should I unlist this? I think I might. Like, you'll still be able to watch it if you have it in your email or whatever, the notification. Or if you're on Discord, if for whatever reason you'd like to hear this again, I can give you the link. But I think I'll unlist this. It was a bigger disaster than even I thought. And basically, because we've been recording ourselves as we're recording this, we've been recording like a separate file with 2 separate tracks, so I'll be able to edit it into something listenable.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No, I think that's what I do because, yeah, people who are here, I think you'll still be able to see it. It's just people who may stumble on this channel won't. Yeah, I think that's a
Well,
good
if people
idea.
stumble on this channel, they'll just see a whole lot of Reborn. And then,
Good! Good, this is... We are a Reborn channel now. Richie? Okay. What are you doing after this recording?
very tired.
Because there are runes we could record afterwards. I'm just saying, think about it. Okay.
Okay, I've thought about it. No.
Oh, damn. What a bully. Okay. Alright. I guess that's it. Thank you, Richie. Would you like to do the outro?
That was episode 1 of Badges of Bloodborne,
Mm-hmm.
an 11.5-part series in which we discuss the badges of Bloodborne.
Mm-hmm.
If you think it sounds like runes of Bloodborne, you are correct. It is exactly the same.
Mm-hmm. And where can people find Runes of Bloodborne if they're interested in Runes of Bloodborne?
They can find it on patreon.com/SinclairLaw. If you enjoyed this stream, Runes of Bloodborne is like this, but you look at, there's no chat to look at, but it's still the same rambling,
Mm-hmm.
unable to decide what's being discussed vibe. And this is also a stream. And if you subscribe to patreon.com/SinclairLaw at the lowest tier,
Mm-hmm.
you get access to an archive of all of these unlisted streams,
Mm-hmm.
including such classics as Battle Construction Vehicles, King's Field 4, Final Fantasy VII, in which Sin gets drunk and confuses the plot with Beast Wars,
Mm-hmm.
and many others.
Thank you, Richie. Okay, and I'd like to end this podcast with something cool.
Mm-hmm.
On Discord, I created a section called Creator Shoutout, where creators can post their creation and... No, how would I say it, Richie?
I don't know, because I don't know what you're saying.
No, what I'm trying to say is that on Discord there's a section where basically if you're a creator you can put like your name, what you create. I guess the name is there because it's your nickname. Like you can put like what you create and a link to it. And so at the end of each episode I want to give like a person from that chat a shout out because there's a bunch.
Okay.
Can you say it for me? And then we'll give a shout out?
What, just what you said then, or
Yeah.
do I have to find
No.
a person?
No. I have the person. Can you explain what this is?
On the Sinclair Law Discord, there is a section called Creator Shoutout, in which if you
Okay,
create
Richie, but
things
I'll be
on the
editing it in, so you have to be enthusiastic. Like you have to be like this, like, oh, I just remembered something interesting, you know, like that.
Well, Sin, you look like you have something to say. What's that? If you join the Sinclair Law Discord, there's a special channel if you are a content creator and you have things to show people. If you post in that channel, then Sin will shout you out at the end of podcasts, and you can maybe get some more views off of that.
Mm-hmm.
To help encourage creators in the community.
Exactly. Okay, Richie, can you say the same thing, but like naturally? Actually, no. You know what, Richie? You suck at this. A Brutus?
Yes.
Hi, Brutus.
Hello.
How you been?
Oh, I was busy.
Could you
I've
do
been
me?
astral projecting.
Oh, excellent. Could you do me a little favor?
Mm-hmm, sure.
Do you know about the creator shoutout section in our Discord?
Yes, I am one of your patrons.
Oh, could you describe what the creator shoutout section is?
if you go to the Sinclair Lore Discord, there is a special section for if you are a internet content creator and you want to post what you do there, then we'll shout you out.
Excellent. And so the first shout out goes to Autumn.
Yay!
Yay! And you know Autumn, right?
I know 2 Autumns. Are we talking about the Autumn that we had on?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Richie, where's the Brutus? Did he leave without saying goodbye? Okay. So, shout out to Autumn.
Shout out to Autumn.
Yeah, she creates awesome stuff like video games and things like that. Probably music as well. That's what she wrote. It says probably music. And you can find her work on girlsoftware.com.
Yeah, she does that with her partner, and they're working on a game called Bomb Dolls at the moment that I think they just finished.
Excellent.
And they're looking to get that on the Switch.
Yeah. And she's really
Yeah.
amazing. And we had her on when we did our Soul River Cut content podcast.
Yes, yeah.
So check that out. If I don't forget, I'll put all those links in the description and the other things we talked about today. But sometimes I forget. Because after editing this entire podcast, I'm very exhausted. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, big shout out to Autumn. Thank you for all your support. And actually, Autumn followed the channel before you joined, Richie.
Yeah,
Yeah, so she's double awesome.
she is.
And I think that's about it. Well, thank you for coming. No, I guess you're here anyway. So, thank you, Richie. Okay, wait, let me do this again. Okay, so thank you, Richie, for all
That's
this,
quite alright.
for all the valuable information. Thank you, Chad, for sticking with us. I don't know how to end this.
The thing is, like, it's been almost exactly 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And if you told me that we would start and end
Mm-hmm.
in almost exactly 2 hours, I'd assume, that sounds like it was quite well thought out and planned.
It was.
That they, like, figured out, like, oh yeah, that'll be exactly 2 hours worth of content.
Well,
I would not have thought, oh, she'll have to make multiple phone calls to relatives during it.
why are you acting like this is the first time we record something?
Well, no, it's the first time that this has happened live.
Yeah, but this is normal. This is how life goes.
I know, and I hope the people listening, like, understand now that you actually do a lot of work editing these things together, because they are all like this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Actually, this is why when I say the audio editing is like the hardest chunk, and by the time you're done with it, like the visuals, you're kind of exhausted.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. But I actually enjoy it quite a lot. I enjoy the process of editing quite a lot. So it's okay. The problem is
Yeah.
like obviously like when you have to edit and like you know, you woke up early to go to work and you had things to do. And so it's just sometimes it can be exhausting, but it doesn't matter. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But not all of them are like this. I feel like we were a little bit more off track than usual, and I think part of it was because it's like it's live maybe? I don't know, you know. When you do something for the first time, it's like But then again, it depends. It depends on each podcast. Like I'm editing the one we did with Resident Evil. And it's like it's pretty on track.
Yeah.
So I might actually have it out within the next few days.
Do you want me to there's like a Loki one that we did. Do people know about when your cat attacked you?
It didn't attack me. Okay. What
So
happened
we,
was
we
that I'll explain
you,
it.
okay, yeah.
We were recording an episode with Loki, and my cat was on the table, and he was getting suspiciously close to some stuff that could be dropped off the table. And so I just took him to put it down on the floor. But like he was like, "No, don't pick me up." He doesn't like being picked up. So he kind of tried to wiggle out of my hands, and by doing so, he karate kicked me in the eye with his back paw. And I freaked out a little bit because the claw was stuck, and I tried to get him unstuck, and I wasn't sure if he got, like, if my eye is gonna, like, leak out because it got stuck in the eye. But luckily for me, it just got stuck in my lower eyelid and just ripped that up. But it's okay, like, I went to the emergency, like, I didn't need to get any stitches. They gave me, like, antibiotics and creams and drops and gave me a tetanus shot, and it grew back okay, like, I don't think it's very noticeable.
But like that happened during a recording.
Yeah, that happened during
Yeah.
recording.
Yeah. So that was we were recording with Loki and Corvo
Yeah.
kicked you in the face.
Yeah.
So that episode we have to do it again.
It's true. We do.
Yeah.
Yeah. But also, you have an episode we recorded like 6 months ago that you were supposed to
Oh
edit.
no, I was gonna say I have another one.
Yeah, but no,
Because
you were
after you left to go to the ER,
yeah.
we were just like, oh, let's just record something like while we wait for her to get back. So I have that as well.
Yeah, but also you have something from 6 months ago which I offered to
Yeah.
edit, and you said no, I'll do it, and also
I forgot it existed.
yeah, and also there was a Sanity SK episode you were supposed to edit like a year ago, and you lost
Yeah, well
it.
that's because the audio like got lost.
Got lost. Because if I had it, it would have been edited and out. But you were like, no, Shin, let me help you. Let me relieve you of some burden. Boom, loses the audio. Not one audio, 3 tracks. Me, you, and Sana.
Yeah, the file died.
The file died.
Anyway.
But anyway, I scheduled you for 7 to 10. So I don't know why you're complaining. I have proof. I literally said 7 p.m. EST to 10 p.m. EST because I had a feeling that this could go on for
I'm
a while.
not complaining. I'm just saying that like it was on track.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Can Jess have
Someone's
another-
asking me to do
Yeah.
an impression of you doing an impression of me.
Okay. Yeah, sorry we haven't been reading the chat much because I think in the future it will be more fluid. We'll be able to divide our attention better. So I think we might get more of the chat into the episode as we, practice. Oh, Emily, hi girl. Okay, Emily got an Etsy store. Could you post the link? Okay, my spouse and I have been looking at your site and we don't know which to pick. We're like, have to get one. Ever since day one, your store open, it's like we have to get one. I'm leaning toward the Sekiro prints, but also the doll one is super cute. So I don't know. Still haven't made up my mind. Yeah, Emily has an Etsy store and she has like really amazing prints on there, and like everyone needs to check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess that's So now what?
Well, I went back to the YouTube homepage and this has 63 people watching it right now.
Oh. Well, now I'm so
Sorry,
tempted.
66.
Oh no.
Yeah. Meanwhile, a friend of mine just broke the world record speedrunning a game, and he uploaded that, and that has no views.
Okay, upload it here. Post
So-
the link. Yeah.
I think, like,
Okay, I'll post it in the chat.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's the current world record for the game Speed Power Gun Bike by my friend Mark.
Let's everybody go
He
to Mark's
deserves more
channel.
views than this
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, okay, let's leave a positive comment. Let's go, everyone. Great job, Mark. Congrats. Everyone, go leave a positive comment. We need to encourage creators. So everyone get a print from Emily, get Autumn's game, and leave a positive comment for Mark.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let me ask everyone, do you guys have any ideas on how to improve the outline, or maybe how to improve, since you experienced it and this is fresh in your mind, do you have any ideas on how to improve like the outline or the content of the stream for the next one? Because we're gonna do it again, same time, same place, like another
What?
Well, what do you mean? We are doing the runes live, and it's gonna be 1 rune per week, same time, same place. I told you that.
God.
Why are you,
You
doing
didn't.
this? I told you.
You didn't say
oh
this
my
was
God.
happening every week.
Oh. I'm going to find this conversation. Oh my God. You just wait. Anyway, I'll find it, I will screenshot it, I will post it on Twitter, and I'll call you a bully. Okay. Thank you, Richie.
That's quite alright, Sen.
Okay, well, how about this? As a thank you to everybody who came out today, what rune would you guys like? I can't speak. Oh my God, what badge would you like us to?
Oh, badges.
Yeah.
You said runes before.
Oh, I said runes before. I apologize.
Yeah.
I meant badges. You should know what I mean. We're not recording runes live. Runes are for patrons.
I know, that's why I said what, you didn't say that.
Well, clearly I'm talking about badges, Richie. Okay, as I was saying, I'm sorry, Richie. What I meant was badges. Badges of Bloodborne, once a week, every week. I did say that, right? Same time, same place. Yeah.
I'm just lying here with a pillow over my face.
Oh no. So
I slept for 3 hours.
Don't I always tell you to go to sleep? Don't I encourage you to sleep? Don't I say get rest, get nourishment, get hydration, get sleep?
I was just so excited.
So people are saying Spark Hunter badge, powder keg, wheel hunt, 2 for wheel, 2 for powder, 3 for powder, 1 for hammer.
Okay, I've got some. We'll lay it out. The only one that has actual content
Yeah.
is the wheel badge.
So. Okay.
So that's like,
So we'll do that next time.
once we do the wheel badge, it's all downhill from there. There's nothing left to say.
Oh, then you're saying we should keep it for the end.
I'm saying do it whenever you want, but keep in mind that once it's done.
Okay. Alright, so okay, so not the wheel badge. I don't know. I mean, how about, okay, what's the other one? What's the other one that had a lot of things? It was powder kegs, I think, right? We had 3 powder kegs.
Yeah, but like, do you want to talk about the powder kegs as a faction or the badge?
Well, how about this? In the badge, we'll have like a double feature where we'll talk about the badge and the powder kegs.
Okay.
You know what? That's a good idea. Why didn't you come up with this before? We could have done this good for the choir if we talked about like the choir and the badge.
Well, luckily we have an entire podcast on the choir you can listen to. So just imagine that I said that during it.
I feel like it would have been better if we thought of that before.
Well, we need to talk to Mal about the choir at some point so we can bring it
Yeah.
up then. Yeah.
What if
whenever
what
she's
if
free.
we what if we talk what if we make another badge episode about this badge, but during
God!
But no, when we talk to Mal, it will be like badges of Bloodborne with Mal, and we'll actually talk about the choir and the badge, so it will be like no? Okay. Okay, alright. Okay. I mean, no, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, that's how we did the notes. That's how we did the runes. It's okay.
Hang on, Scion 95 is talking about,
Yeah.
like, not understanding the cosmos is above our heads. They mean that, like, watching the sky
Richie,
helps
wait.
you connect
Like,
to the cosmos.
do you guys notice how I'm like, Richie, wait, Richie, and Richie just doesn't stop?
I'm answering a question someone
Okay.
else asked.
I know, but if we want to make it into the podcast, I have to ask it as well, so I can edit it in if needed.
But that wouldn't be an issue if you didn't start talking during it.
No, because I need to be like, wait, where's the question? Richie,
Yes, Sin.
Sign was wondering,
What was Scion wondering?
what does it mean the cosmos was right above our heads?
Good question. What it means is that the choir are all about, like, connecting to the sort of the metaphysical world beyond the waking world by, like, tuning themselves into the stars. So, like, in the research hall, they were all taking the water into their heads and trying to commune with the great ones via the sound of the water and the ocean in their minds. And then when that's scrapped and they form the choir, instead of connecting with the water and the ocean in their heads, they connect with the sky and the stars and the planets in the sky. And that's why you have, like, the black sky eye that, like, it's an eye, but inside it is the cosmos, and there's, like, a call beyond, which is them, like, focusing their mental energy and somehow harnessing a star that was exploding and stuff like that. So that's what it means. It's like connect with the stars. Like, the truth is in the stars.
And John James mentioned that some of the badges were basically made before others, right?
Yeah, yeah.
When was this one made? Is this a newer badge or an older one?
It'd have to be newish because the choir are a newish thing. Like, the choir, it seems like they were adopted as orphans when the church was founded. And they only became adults, like, shortly before the game kind of began. So they've probably only been, like had their own badges and everything for, like, maybe, like, 5 years? Maybe 10 years? Like, that's we've talked about this before, but that's the, like, the way that you sort of figure out the timeline, because it says that the church adopted a bunch of orphans, as in orphan children,
Right.
and they form the choir. And when you meet members of the choir, they're like, they all look like they're about, like, in their early to mid 20s.
Mm-hmm.
like Yuri and Edgar, and Imposter Yosefka, if you think she's part of the choir.
Mm-hmm.
So like they were children at like the beginning of the Healing Church.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
Richie, while we're on the topic, could you just briefly tell us what the choir is?
Well, what happened was that like after the Lawrence and his buddies left Bergenworth to form the Healing Church, they wanted to make their own Bergenworth, their own like research area. So they found a bunch of orphans and they raised them to be like they raised them to be like the brains trust of the church. They sort of put them through this like weird sort of schooling program designed to create geniuses. And that's like the idea is they would create a new generation of like genius sort of scholars to rival Bergenworth.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what Upper Cathedral Ward was. It was like an orphanage where that's people think that like the Celeste. Then when you get like the orphanage king as the emissary boss, that it's like that the Celestials were made out of orphans. Like no, it's called the orphanage because the church adopted orphans and raised them in that building. And like it was like a boarding school. It was like Hogwarts sort of thing, like teaching them all of these things,
Mm-hmm.
so that when they came of age, they would be able to lead the church. Yeah,
They would be able to leave the church? Lead the
lead,
church. Okay,
lead.
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you, Richie.
Oh, hang on, Cyan asking about like, what does it mean the cosmos is above, and like, do they have like, are they actually going into space and like stuff like that? They astral projected at some point into space, like it says so, because that's what a call beyond is.
Mm-hmm.
The idea is like they all used the phantasms to like enter some sort of weird trance, and then they like were able to all tune into it was like a star that was exploding. So when you use a call beyond, you're like the Black Sky Eye is the same. You're actually creating a portal that is sucking something out of space and spinning it out where you are. So like the Black Sky Eye, the idea is that eye is actually like it's like a wormhole that leads into space. So when you use that, you hold the eye up, and an actual meteorite from space is sucked through the eye and shoots out in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
And like Rom and the living failures do the same thing. They like create they do something in the sky, and then like all this like stuff from space starts falling out of it. They're actually creating they're creating like a portal that's pulling all the stuff through. And a call beyond is that, and it's pulling through like it says it's like the energy from an exploding star. So you're getting like a little piece of like a supernova is shooting out of you. So like this space and everything, like it is physically there. They're actually pulling stuff out of it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Richie. I posted Autumn's site in the chat. I'm gonna repost your friend's video, so please everyone go check it out, leave a positive comment, show some encouragement. And I lost Emily's link. No, it's not going up. Emily, if you're still here, can you post your link again to your beautiful prints? I don't know why it's not scrolling up where it is. Okay. I guess that's about it.
Yep.
Thank you, Emily. And we did the outro already. Okay, I guess that's it.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, well, again, thank you for doing this, Richie. We all really appreciate it.
That's all right. Thank you for organizing this and being a good channel producer. And thank you in advance for the enormous amount of editing you're going to have to do to make this.
Aw, it's my pleasure. Thank you everyone for coming. Really appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for not leaving any negative comments and mean things.
There was one earlier. I don't think you saw it.
I didn't see it. No.
Someone just said this is stupid. And I don't think we would disagree.
No, we wouldn't. If you think this is stupid, you gotta see our good work, such as Reborn podcasts.
I think if you think like this is, I think the fact that this is stupid is the appeal for a lot of people.
Oh. Well, yeah.
You've seen high quality content on such channels as Aegon of Astora, Vati Vidya, and Ashen Hollow. So why not try something new with the unique crap content available on Sinclair Lore?
Lol. Yeah, and if you'd like to show us some support, and if you'd like to see worse content, I think this will end up there at some point. Kindly visit patreon.com/SinclairLore. And if you ever think of donating, I highly recommend donating to the lowest tier, because that's where the best stuff is. The more you pay, the worse the content gets. For
This is
example,
true.
yeah, the highest tier, the reward is 5 episodes of self-help topics and shame. That's it. That's all you'll ever get.
Yeah, the highest tier is literally us trying to counsel you and help you come to terms with the fact that you've donated that money.
Yeah. But we have recorded chapter 2, some of the chapter 2 of self-help topics, and that's gonna go in the second highest tier. So it's like going down, you know what I mean? And then the third
Yeah.
highest tier is gonna get more counseling. Yeah.
Yeah. And like the money is like buying stuff for like this
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah, and it really
Like
helps.
the program we're
Yeah.
recording this on, like you have to pay for it, and like
Yeah, yeah.
people mentioned before, like Derasine and Call of Cthulhu, and like like games we've had to buy new that are
Yeah.
like pretty.
Yeah, and also like I try to commission things from
Yeah,
artists.
the Ike,
Yeah.
the Ike, the thumbnails Ike does, like
Yeah.
we pay Ike to do those.
Yeah. I also speaking of which, I actually I showed it to you. I got someone else to draw something, which is gonna be like revealed later, but I think people will
Wow.
really like it when they see it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Remember? You remember?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, thank you so much for coming, everyone. Really appreciate it. This is a ton of fun. Thank you for
I'm
all the
drifting off.
positivity. What?
I'm currently like drifting off.
What time is it for you? I should be drifting off. It's like almost 9:30.
Yeah, but I slept for like 3 hours.
And there were weeks where I slept for 3 hours when I had to edit a lot of things, Richie.
Yeah, yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay, so yeah, again, thank you everyone. Really appreciate it.
Thank
Same
you, everyone.
time, same place next week. I'll try to post the Resident Evil thing in a couple of days as soon as I finish editing it, and I'll edit this into something listenable. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I will enlist
84
this.
years.
Yeah, I will enlist this. But if you really want to see this again, you can, because I think you get a notification.
Yeah,
in the mail.
the URL will still work.
Yeah, and if like for some reason whatever you don't have it, you can ask us on Discord and I'll just send it to you, or Twitter or wherever. Okay, well, thank you so much, and see y'all around.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
We love you
Bye.
all.
Yeah, we really